Hi, it's Greg Burdine, pastor of Faith Baptist Church in Adrian, Michigan. I have a Bible verse for you for today. We're looking at some Bible verses that have to do with nature, with the changing of the seasons and all the things that are going on. Just some wonderful Bible verses throughout that. It's Wednesday. We have our Bible study prayer time tonight. You're welcome to come to that. If you do have any prayer requests, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment section, or you can email me or call the church and we will pray for them. There's other people that watch this Facebook devotion or YouTube devotion. And so if you're watching it, you can pray for any of those that are on there. If you see somebody that's making a comment, you can, interact with them. It's kind of a nice little group, online group that we have here. But hopefully you're having a good Wednesday. Storms and everything like that. A couple of good days. It's what springtime is, isn't it? A couple of really nice days and then a couple of really rough days. And that's what makes the grass grow and the flowers. We've got some tulips that are up just about to bud. So we'll see if we can get some of that here by the weekend. So that'll be good. Well, here's the verse that I chose. It's in Psalms. There's a lot of wonderful verses in Psalms. Psalm 8:3. The 8th Psalm, verse 3. This is what David says. David wrote this one, King David. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained. Now that's part of the sentence. But I think it's good for us to do that, to consider, to think, to stop and meditate on, he says, the heavens, the work of your hands, the moon and the stars, and the sun. When you look up, I'll tell you what, just studying the stars, just looking up at the stars, looking at using a telescope or whatever, that is an interesting subject. I won't get into it, but actually, I think Jim Yatsick taught a class on it one time a few years back in Sunday school. I've done some research on it. The constellations that we have, they've twisted it to call it the zodiac. But if you look at the constellations that are there, the pictures in the sky, they tell the gospel story. Now that'll perk your interest. There's actually a couple of wonderful books that explain that. One by Pastor Kennedy, he's passed away, but down in Florida. A couple of others of some Bible teachers. But just to look at the stars, number one, just to see the expanse of it, how many there are. The clearer the night, the darker the night, the more stars that you see. And the moon and the things that are going on. And he says, you've ordained it. Now, what does ordain mean? Ordain means you set it in place in the motions. Just, last week we had the eclipse. They are able to predict when the next eclipse is going to happen and all the other things because God has set the planets and the stars and the sun and everything in the sky in a particular motion. And look at the very next verse. I only do one verse at a time. But the very next verse says, what is man? If God has this whole universe under his control, where does man come in the picture? We, human beings, that's what he means, mankind, we're the top of his creation. He loves us more than anything. Jesus came to die for humanity. And he loves us. So get outside. Listen to the thunder. Watch the rain. Look at the stars. God is there. So have a great day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy nature today.